In the currency quadrant, taking a look at the June British pound, which attempted a two-day rotation higher after hitting the lowest price level since April 24th, which actually happened yesterday. It rallied early, fell, and then rallied back to finish slightly positive. It's not much of a two-session rally, but since the swing low yesterday, the British pound has rallied about 0.7% and managed to reduce the weekly loss to only a little more than 0.1%. It's the first down week for the British pound in the last three. The high today, 125.44, was only up 14 basis points, a little bit more than 0.1%. And the low, 125.15, was down 18 basis points, a little bit short of 0.2%. GDP data in the UK beat estimates, allowing the UK economy to exit a recession. The three-month average GDP for March came in at up 0.6% versus a forecast of up 0.4% and a prior of up 0.2%. But the growth rate year over year is where the UK exited the recession. The growth rate for the first quarter came in at up 0.2%. versus a forecast of no growth, 0%, and a last of negative 0.2%. There it was, the second of the two consecutive quarters of negative growth that the UK still uses as their recession barometer. The month over month was up 0.4% versus a forecast of up 0.1% and a prior of up 0.2%. They also had strong industrial and manufacturing production figures, all leading to a little bit of a tailwind for the pound. Fed speak today also strengthened the dollar, which may have pushed the pound down a little bit off of its highs, although its highs weren't that impressive today. We had Lori Logan, the Dallas Fed president, speaking about it being too soon to look at cutting rates. That actually popped Treasury yields in the U.S., which strengthened the dollar. It's part of the reason that the British pound fell toward not the lows, but off of the highs of the day.